than 100 years ago, in a mountain village in Switzerland, lived a man whose strange experiments with the dead have since become a legend. A legend that is still told with horror the world over.
We've only just started, just opened the door. Look, now's the time to go through that door and find what lies beyond it. But don't you see, Paul? We've discovered the source of life itself, and we've used it to restore a creature that was dead.
This is Frankenstein, who revolted against nature, who experimented with the devil and was forever cursed. His unwilling collaborator was Paul Kremp.
I can't prove you murdered, but I can stop you using his brain.
Why, he has no further use for it?
Don't be careful! You damage it!
Only 2 women ever entered this house of evil.
Elizabeth, come back!
Elizabeth, the lovely cousin who had promised to marry him, and Justine the maid, who kept passionate and secret rendezvous with her master.
Won't you understand you're in real danger? What Victor is doing is dangerous to everyone in the house. Now, you cannot possibly conceive what dreadful thing he's planning to do.
What are you trying to tell me, Paul? That Victor's wicked? Insane?
Wicked, insane, evil? Call Frankenstein what you will. A demon had made a man-made monster, and now the monster was the master.
Paul, what are you going to do? For your sake and to protect Elizabeth, I've so far kept silent. But now I shall go to the authorities and have them destroy that creature. And see that you pay for these atrocities. No!
All right, with that, we are live. Good evening, everybody. I am the Slasher Nerd, also known as Chris C. Hope, and everyone's having a great evening. This is the Witching Hour. We're going to be watching and discussing this masterpiece of a Hammer film, Hammer horror. That is, of course, The Curse of Frankenstein from 1957. This was a great release from the Warner Archives. This would probably be if you want to get anything Warner Archive, this would be it. If you're a fan of films like this, this is my number one. I love this film so far, but yeah, it's my number one Hammer horror film. Of course, you have the late great Peter Cushing as Victor Frankenstein. You have Hazel Court as Elizabeth. You have Paul Urquhart as Paul Kremp. You have, of course, the late great Sir Christopher Lee as the creature. You have Melvin Hayes as the young Victor Frankenstein, and then you have Valerie Gaunt as Justine the maid. What can I say about this film? It's a great Hammer horror film. What else could you ask for? Hey, what's going on? How are you doing tonight there, Eric? Yeah, I saw you were doing the stream earlier and stuff like that too. Hope you're having a good evening, my man. I'll catch you on the next one too. Check out his channel if you haven't already. Eric's a great content creator. Hope the move went well for you as well. So yeah, very good. But all in all, this is a great film. So I'll probably be watching the 1.85.1 version of this film. It's just like the way the picture looks is a little bit different from both of these, but this disc is loaded with special features. So at least Warner Brothers did good with this release. It's the tale of Frankenstein. I prefer Hammer horror over Universal. That's just me. It's a very beautiful looking film, has heavy giallo elements in my opinion. Of course, we follow a very young Victor Frankenstein from when he starts, but first he's at the guillotine getting ready to be executed for his crimes. Then he starts telling the story about what happened with him and the creation of this monster, him playing God and all this other good stuff. It's a very good film, 1957, way ahead of its time. So we're going to watch this bad boy in a moment. Take a quick swig of the Waterloo right here, right America version. And then we'll just get this started here. Giallo is Italian suspense. Think Alfred Hitchcock. In the 70s during its boom. If I would suggest any film to really get into giallo, that would be The Bird with the Crystal Plumage by the great Dario Argento. Before that, my all-time favorite giallo, Blood and Black Lace. You can't go wrong with that. That's on Amazon Prime. Arrow also released a good arte edition of that film, directed by the master of giallo, in my opinion, Mario Bava. So you can start with films like that. Deep Red is a giallo. So it's a whodunit, Black Glove Killers. Mostly every giallo ever done is a proto slasher in general. That's my probably second favorite genre in cinema is giallo. So that's a quick kind of introduction to that. Thank you for asking the question, Eric. I appreciate that. We're going to get this started here, and then we'll get it going. I did send the link to Gore. He's probably sleeping right now. You're probably a busy man, but that is all right. I can do this solo, so there's no issues here. And it's not too long of a film, 83 minutes. We'll get this guy started. I'll start the countdown here, and we'll get this bad boy started here. I put the link up there in the chat. Look, Movie 2 has one too. This is on Prime as well, I believe. It's on Plex, which is free, and some other services. You can probably find it on Tubi, I'm sure. So we're going to get this started. I'll start the countdown here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's effing go. We'll do the 1.85 version of this one. I think I did this one before the first time I watched this, but I'm not sure. It's been a minute. And it was originally called Dracula. Over here is just called The Horror of Dracula, but it is Dracula. And more than 100 years in a mountain village in Switzerland lived a man whose strange experiments with the dead have since become legend. I'm talking about the Dracula film that came after this one. This is the Curse of Frankenstein, which did a lot of Frankenstein films with the great Peter Cushing playing the part. Yeah, the Curse of Frankenstein. But this is the first of the Hammer horror films. Technically, I think you can go farther back on that. It's kind of like a retelling of it, except better, in my opinion. Yeah, Hazel Colt, Robert Urquhart, and the great Christopher Lee in his first Hammer role. So, pretty good. I think Cushing was in a film called The Abominable Snowman. I believe that's correct, which is a Hammer film as well. I think he was in this before this one, too. But like I said, get my histories all construed a little bit. Thank you, Eric. You have a good night, my friend. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. I really appreciate it. Just looking at all the great stuff in the awesome red. Like saying, great transfer, too. This film looks awesome. But yeah, great introduction to Hammer, too. You can't go wrong with this film whatsoever, in my opinion. And it goes quite quickly, and film is way ahead of its time for a horror film. Directed by the great Terrence Fisher, legendary director for Hammer films. Up a little bit. Just starts out, it's like a judge because Mr. Victor Frankenstein is getting ready to be executed, aka put in the guillotine. And he's the judge here, what have you, is going to try to find out what the deal is, why he's being put to death, and then you figure out about the crimes he has committed. Say it's an all-time great film. Let's see how much this film grossed, if anything. Like I say, directed by Terrence Fisher, writers Jimmy Sangster, screenplay, and one other. Let's see here. Yeah, released June 25th, 1957, so it just had its anniversary. Mostly filmed in the same studio. A lot of these films were filmed in the same exact studio. So estimated budget 65,000 euro estimated. So too bad at the time they put the money in for these films at the time. They just started pumping them out. A lot of the same set you'd recognize in their later films. And Rob Zombie uses a lot of their quotes in his albums. White Zombie, he does a scene from this one. So he's definitely a fan, as we all are. And there's the great Peter Cushing. My goodness. Yeah, you just listen. Start from the beginning. Yeah. Hey, Nanette, it's good to see you. I hope you're having a good evening. From the beginning. Start talking after I believe his parents died, and it was just him. Yeah, the funeral for his parents, what have you. It shows him as like a young man. Never seen? Oh, Curse of Frankenstein. Yeah, it's a great Hammer film there, Nanette. I think you'll like it a lot. 1957. It's way ahead of its time for the type of this film. Just a little bit different, specifically for the 50s, but a little bit different, a little bit more edgier than the Universal films. That's about the bargain your mother did. Is like my mother did. Yes, I shall continue to pay that debt. No problem. Yeah, she was his cousin has been promised to him. I stand perfectly. Yeah, so do I. I just haven't seen a lot. Tell you the truth, I've only seen Universal Horror's Dracula. That's the only one I've seen. I mean, I have a collection of Universal Horror DVD set that brought out like a few years ago. That has like all those Universal Horrors on it. Universal did Hammer too. I have the Universal Hammer collection. Warner Brothers, of course, released Hammer over here. Even Sony under Touchstone Pictures, I believe. I may have said that wrong. But a division of Sony had way early Hammer films too, like Maniac and all those other ones too, which is the name of a Hammer horror film, what have you, or just different types of Hammer films because they did different genres of stuff. He's been dead for 10 years. It is I who did it. Yeah, you get introduced to Paul, who is going to teach Victor, going to educate Victor. Because it's just him there, so he's kind of almost like a father figure to him. Even though this is him shaved and everything like that, then you see him with the beard, of course, later, because they had to put that aesthetic on and stuff like that, too. Of course, then you go from him, the actor that's playing young Victor, Mr. Melvin Hayes, to the very late, great Peter Cushing, who looked really good here. Yeah, 2 years. Taught him anatomy, everything. In a way, he helps create what Victor's to become. I believe Marvel's Doctor Doom, a.k.a. Victor Von Doom, is basically, Victor Frankenstein. I think that's where Mr. Lee and Kirby got the idea from. Just for the name-wise, of course, Doctor Doom is the man in the Iron Mask, but I can see it being a Frankenstein-type character. Right. Like I said, I'm going back. Like, these were films that my grandparents and parents would watch. Probably, as a kid, and as a young person, younger, like, sometimes you just disregard these films, then you learn to appreciate them, as I have, me being 46 as I get older. This film's a masterpiece. I love it a lot. Just in ingenuity, what they experimented with, very good. Peter Cushing is great actor, all-timer. He's just very good. He just had that look to him. Yeah, he looks really good here. Man, it was a long time ago. It was way before I was born. Yeah, they're experimenting with like a lot of things, seeing if stuff will work. Now, they'll try something where it actually works, which is kind of crazy. All these vials and this red stuff, and I forget what's in the tank. But it's kind of an experiment for something he'll create later, which is a bigger tank where the monster or the creature will be housed in. That's right, it was a dog, I believe. Like like small dog or a puppy. It's like, don't touch it. Watch that, puts water on it, and it's like a cryogenic thing, which is very cool, very interesting. He's trying to hear the heartbeat. So, yeah, it's crazy. Those blue eyes. Yeah, I think he hears the heartbeat. Yeah, that look on his face. It's alive. Yeah. Yeah, the dog's alive. Yeah, he brought the dog back to life. He brought the dog back to life. Yeah, we've done it. Yeah. That's a German Shepherd, I think. Right, yeah, it's the last name of It's a character study, really, the book, from an 18-year-old Mary Shelley. 18, she did the book. Like I say, we don't get stuff like Pet Cemetery, Reanimator, of course, which is H.P. Lovecraft's version of Frankenstein, in my opinion. You don't get it without this, without that story and then films like this. Yeah, like I say they bring the dog back to life, and they're thinking, well, let's go a little bit bigger here. We can maybe do other things, try to resurrect other things. But you see, Paul, we've discovered the force of life itself. Cushing was so good at playing these parts. He was a great villain. He just probably the best Van Helsing like ever. But he could just play the villain like that. He just had that knack to him. Yeah, they're going to start doing some grave robbing here. Yeah, he brought it back to life. Yeah, he's talking about last week they hung a man, or they recently hung a man. So yeah, he's starting to think kind of beyond the spectrum of what to create. Yeah, this is when they go here. This is so messed up. Yeah, he's still kind of hanging there, so they need a body. It goes, the carriage is all up there with the horse. It's a great gothic tale too. I love these films. It's a acquired taste, but it's so worth it. Great score too. Terrence Fisher, like legendary, great director, knew what he was doing. I've started to get into that. Like, I have a shitload of books that I've recently got that I've had throughout the years. One of those is the first text from the book that Mary Shelley did. Then she found herself and did like a newer version and took some stuff out. I get that, but there's something about a vision you have when you're 18 years old and you make that book. It's just crazy. I should have gotten more into reading when I was younger. I read some, but not a lot. I've just recently started reading more, and it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a community that's pretty short. I don't think enough people read, in my opinion. It helps a lot. It helps with brain power, in my opinion. It helps with the psyche too. So yeah, he's going to take the head off. He's like, "What are you going to do? Take the head off? It's no use to me." So he's really doing different stuff here. Quirky, dark humor. Yeah, all the blood there. Like I said, I didn't think films like this existed during this time, where they kind of extreme a little bit there, specifically for what they can do and what have you. Of course, Europe is a little bit different than the U.S. at the time, but still, almost like a grindhouse house feel to it. There's the head. I'm just going to put it in this cauldron of green stuff, basically, to preserve it. It's like acid or something. His evil laboratory. Just stone cold. I always love that aspect of him. Yeah, give me a hand with his insides, will you? There you go, kind of like a mummified corpse. Yeah, now he's starting to partner there is starting to feel a little bit uneasy about this. Yeah, Mr. Paul is like going, well, I don't know about that. Oh, it's Dracula. I love Dracula. Uh, I love vampire books in general, and I love vampire films in general. But yeah, it goes to vampires in general and Dracula. There's been great actors that have played Dracula. Of course, Sir Christopher Lee playing Dracula. Of course, Gary Oldman, that's my favorite film, is Bram Stoker's Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I love that film a lot. Of course, you have the great Bela Lugosi playing Dracula. You have Jack Palance has played Dracula. Same thing with Frankenstein. A lot of people played Frankenstein too. There's also the Phantom of the Opera. Oh yeah, it's Phantom of the Opera, definitely. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Curious Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, the later Hammer film, of course, Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. We get introduced to the maid and his cousin, who's all grown up, played by the very beautiful Hazel Court as Elizabeth. Didn't you get my letter? Yeah, I'm not Victor. I'm Victor's cousin. Yeah. Yeah, Victor's away at the moment. Yeah, he's just collecting body parts, just getting brains, a brain and organs, a heart, blah blah blah, all that good stuff in the morgue. And there he is. You'll find something out about the maid too, which is very Giallo-esque, which I'm like going, wow, they actually went there. Yeah, as you said, we'll see you at dinner. Yeah, the black. I think he got like eyeballs and stuff. Oh, never mind. He got hands. That's right. So yeah, he's getting all kinds of different body parts here. The hands of the world's greatest sculptor. This is where he kind of becomes a serial killer a little bit. So And here we go. This is where you're messing around with nature here. You're playing God, which isn't the greatest idea in the world. No, that's fine. That's fine, Annette. I agree with that too. I agree with that. I have a bunch of audiobooks to tell you the truth. The Game of Thrones, or yeah, the Song of Ice and Fire books. I have all of those in audio form. I actually have the physical books too, but yeah, the Pendergast books, which starts out with a book called Relic, and yes, it's based off a film called Relic, but they left the character of Pendergast out of the film Relic, so. And I have read Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have the Van Helsing character is all over the place and very corny. Is it an all-time great book? Yes, it is. Bram Stoker was a great author, but definitely Peter Cushing's probably the best Van Helsing ever. And as Victor Frankenstein, probably the best version of Frankenstein. I know Guillermo del Toro did its trailer for his version of Frankenstein. Makes me wonder how good that film's going to be. Anything else, madame? No, thank you, Justine. Thank you. Or Made. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Paul's trying to warn Elizabeth, you shouldn't stay here. And like I said, I just got into reading the classics. Wise classics aren't meant for everybody, but like I said, I thought it was an achievement for me to read Bram Stoker's Dracula and finish it. I have like the cloth bound version from Penguin. Yeah, I have the annotated version too, as it's called, where it has info on the places that he mentions in the book and what have you. So the Lucy character is quite sadistic in the books, more so in the book, of course, than the films, but that's usually the case with books to film. You can pull more punches in books than you can films, and I get that. Yeah, Hazel Court, she's a great actress. Hammer Lady. That's why I call them Hammer Ladies. Yeah, from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from the great Robert Louis Stevenson. He did a lot of other short stories too. I have a collection of those that includes Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I still need to read that. That's one of the classics. I think I follow a few booktubers and stuff like that, and they mention that. And those are one of the classics to read if you kind of want to get into it and stuff like that. It's a really good story. Split personality disorder, really. It's almost a Jack the Ripper story, really, when you think about it, because I think it was done during that time. My dearest Victor. Yep, and there's good old Mr. Victor with the maid and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of a secret affair they've been having. Yeah, he wants his cake and eating it too. So a little bit of spoiler here. You find out she's pregnant. She tells him that, which makes it a lot more darker and interesting. This woman, what is she doing here? You jealous? Yeah. Peter Cushing played Doctor Who, too, in a couple of films, I believe. A couple of specials-wise. He's played Doctor Who. He played Sherlock Holmes, the Hound of Baskervilles. He played Sherlock Holmes in that, I believe. So did Sir Christopher Lee. Sir Christopher Lee played Sherlock Holmes as well. Christopher Lee was around my height, too. He may have been maybe a little bit taller. I'm 6'4" and a half. I believe he's 6'4", 6'5". Tall gentleman. Damn, she's very pretty. Yeah, and he has his bag with him and stuff like that. Yeah, he just goes into graveyards, man, and he robs them. Yeah, charred house or whatever it is. Yeah, so coffins in here before they get burned and put into the, Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he goes in there to the gravekeeper and stuff like that too. Gives them money and stuff like that too. He's like going, yeah, he has eyes for him and stuff like that. Great stuff. What do you think, sir? If that'll do. Who is it? Paul. He wanted to see me. Yeah. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, the bride. That's right, the bride. Yeah, he plays it. Yeah, he shows him what the creature looks like. He can't take it. That's so good. You don't see what it looks like just yet, but he's like, I'm creating a being. I'm creating something and stuff like that. You're mad. Just robbing a few graves. They won't miss him. Yeah, Victor, where's the brain to come from? Yeah, he needs a brain for the creature. This is where it gets interesting. Yeah, the professor that invites over to his loft for dinner. A great professor, philosopher. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to take your brain." Yeah, Mr. Professor, where is he? He's in here. Yeah, Professor Bernstein, played by the great Paul Hardmuth. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes is the OG, really. Sherlock Holmes is a fascinating character. Yeah, the good professor is going to be staying with us tonight. Yeah, when I kill him and take his brain. I'll show you to the door. Yeah, I show you to the bedroom, stuff like that. Yeah, I'd like to show you a painting. Yep, there he goes. And he fell perfectly. I know that was like a dummy that he threw off there and stuff like that, but it lands like right on the head. Yeah, he makes it look like an accident. Yeah, since he has a family mortuary in his his gothic home, a family plot here. It's like it's so kind of you to let us bury him here. Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's opening up the coffin. Like, which is too thin to tell you the truth, I believe. It's way too thin too. I do think that's funny. And maybe, yeah, it is too thin. Yeah, you have to scrunch a body in that. So they kind of made that little mistake there. That's okay. That's all right. I'll let that go. Job of playing the crazy person in that movie. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you killed the old man, didn't you? Yeah, yeah. Paul has to realize I gotta stop him and stuff like that. You'll damage the brain. Smack. And he damaged the brain. That ain't good. Yeah, what is it, Paul? I beg you, leave. Leave this place. Please, just leave. And she won't do it. Yeah, it's pretty. I know Amazon's still doing Prime Day. You could probably finding on there pretty cheap. I think I got this for like $20 or something like that, or maybe lower than that. It's a great release. Yeah, such a trip. Yep, going to open the head there, and put the brain in. It's almost done. I like the contraption, the way he uses it here with this liquid or whatever that's in there. He needs kind of electrocution to do it. Yep. So he kind of knows this could probably work. Yeah. You go, heats up the water. Oh yeah, the Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll. I think that's the one with Christopher Lee in it. I think that's what it's called. But I know they did a lot of different interpretations of characters. Yep, here we go. Something's going to happen here. And the water was lowering and stuff like that too. So that means your experiment will not succeed. It will succeed. Right, yeah. You know, they make visits and stuff like that too, what have you. And there we go. Got some lightning hits and it just alerts everything. Yeah, look at all pretty colors. That's all I needed was a little jolt. Oh, there he goes. Starts to breathe. Uh-oh. It's like being born. Somehow I'll do it on my own and stuff like that. He wants his help, but he says, I'll do it with or without you. So he's conflicted, man. He has to stop him. He has to stop him from doing that. He realizes that. He realizes he has to stop his friend, the man he mentored since he was a child or a young man. Uh-oh. There, he'll see him. And there's Mr. Lee. So he's an okay-looking Frankenstein. I do like the makeup on him too, man. But he just looks the part. It's just like, "Urgh." But he looks more like literally like a mummified corpse-wise. That's why I kind of did that. Yeah, you see how tall he is, man. He grabs him by the throat, just picks him up. Urgh. Whack. Bang. Nope, that didn't hurt him. He's like, yeah, that maybe hurt him a bit. You should have killed him. Should have killed him. Should have let him kill him. Thing must be destroyed. He can't. He can't do it. Yeah, he created it. He's his father, really. It's like killing your child. It's my creation. Yeah. Yeah, the brain that, and he had an argument with him and stuff like that. He smacked it up against the wall and stuff like that. So the brain got damaged. It sounds so messed up when you say it like that. You promised to destroy it. I'll work on the brain tomorrow. It should be fine. Oh yeah, it's all good in the net. Like I said, I put the link. It's on Look Movie 2 and stuff like that. The full version of this. If you're looking for any films, they're on there. Any like free streaming services like Tubi, I would check on there. Amazon, Freevee, what have you. These movies are out there, like you say, in the public domain. You can say so. Yeah, you don't need to really get anything. That's the kind of beauty of the internet, what have you. That they can connect you to these films that maybe you haven't seen. And it's a good test run, too, if you want to buy it. It's almost like renting it. Yeah, the monster escaped. So this is where they do, I think he comes in contact with the girl here in this version, too, I believe. Sorry, it's been a minute. Oh, that's right. It's the blind man and child. That's right. Yeah, I got you, Grandpa. No problem. collecting eggs or something like that, or rocks. Oh yeah, he senses him, and he's all hiding in the bushes, dude. And he sensed him. Yeah, he's missing his cane. Quiet, cat. Got your tongue. What do you want with me? I'm just a poor blind man. Yeah, he just breaks it. Yeah, breaks the brand. Help me. Yeah, he just doesn't know. The creature doesn't know. It doesn't know. It doesn't understand. Ah, yeah, Grandpa. And the kid too, but you don't see what happens to the child either. Yeah, they're trying to find the creature and stuff like that, but they found him. No, Paul, don't do it. No, that's okay, Nanette. That don't mean no thing. It's all about having fun, just watching and appreciating it. So, boom. The practical effects are so good in here. Like I say, this is kind of shocking for the 50s. You see blood and all this other stuff too, because we didn't do that over here. I don't believe anyway. Hey, what's going on, View? With the drone? Good, good, good. I hope you're having a good evening. No, probably it's a bit late for you all. Just witching hour watching The Curse of Frankenstein, 1957. Great, awesome film. Awesome hammer. Probably the greatest hammer horror ever made. But we weren't killed. Yeah. And they buried him. He's technically not dead. Oh, very cool. That's great. Yeah, he's decided to leave. He's like, see, what he did was he went back and he dug him back up. Yell has him hanging there. I'll give you life again. Oh, just a minute. Yeah. Made. Yeah, but yeah, she found out that he's probably marrying his cousin. Yeah, you think I'd marry you and all this other shit? Yeah, I'm going to have a child. She's basically pregnant. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, she won't think so. Not when I tell her and stuff like that. You know that I'm pregnant. Do you want that to happen? Yeah, basically blackmail and all this stuff too. Like I say, this film has heavy giallo elements to it. If you don't marry me, I'll tell. Yeah, I'll get proof of what you're doing and stuff like that. You'll see it and stuff like that. That's all. Also has slasher elements to it. It's definitely horror. This is where she goes snooping around. Usually, yeah, she finds his little laboratory. Notice he was in there. It's like, oh, let's see what's in this room right here. Yeah, she sees everything we've been doing and stuff like that too. So yeah, I got proof now. Yep, and there's the other room. I don't think you want to go in there, sweetheart. And there goes the door slamming, kind of closing behind her. Rats or something like that. Oh, and there he is. Yeah, by the way, it's still alive. Oh, great shot. Yep, got her. Yeah, he got her. Sealed her in there with. Got it. It's like, well, that takes care of that problem. See about Justine. It's been weeks since she left and stuff like that. It's like, she just she probably found a better place to go. Blah blah blah. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, for their wedding and stuff like that too. I mean, I sent out an invitation, but he hasn't replied back yet. Like, I'm sure he'll come. We're almost at the end of this. Yeah, to the happy couple. Yeah, take a loose swigs of the wine there in the huge pot there. To the bridesmaids. I'm just rehearsing my speech. Yeah, we're going home. Yeah, let's go. You have to go upstairs to take care of something, but this is our wedding night. Yeah, don't worry, it'll take a minute. Huh. Yeah, it's pity Paul didn't come. Yeah. About time you found out what your husband has been doing. Yeah, Paul came. Perfect timing. Yeah, what's he doing up there? Oh, I don't know anything, stuff like that. I go say hi to him. Yeah, he's feeding his pet. Yeah, he's all happy to see him. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, yeah. Elizabeth said you have something to show me. Yes, yes, I do. Yeah, y'all chained him up and all this shit. But he was, but I brought him back to life again. That was really nice of you to do that. Yeah, get up. Sheesh. It's almost like he's blind. Hmm? Is it dog? Yeah, nothing but like treat him like a dog. Ugh. Yeah, such a perfect being, huh? Yes, I gave it life, but you helped me. Yeah, and another, yeah, he'll get more brains and all this stuff. He'll keep on doing it. He's like, I'll stop you. I won't let you do it. Yeah, go to the authorities and have them destroy the creature. Yeah, Paul just like goes right past her without saying anything. By the way, there's a creature upstairs, and your husband's out of his mind. Yeah, I'll go too. Sure. Uh-oh. She's going to find out. She'll see it. It's all chained up. He says, you know what? I don't need this chain. I just rip it off. Oh. Got it. Yeah, she sees all. So Elizabeth sees all the stuff that her husband's been doing. There he is, right there. Oh, who's there? Elizabeth will be the first to suffer. Yeah. Great ending sequence. Yeah, not too bad. My time. So ambiguous. Yeah, and his big pistol. Roof. Yep, where is she? Elizabeth, no! I got her. Boom. He's like, you asshole, you shot me. Get back. Get away from me. Yeah, catches him on fire. Oh, this is great. Right through the window. Ah, boom. Blah, 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 blah. Go back to the end. There's nothing left of him. Now you notice that it kind of fades out from that and stuff like that. And that was the person that they had in that fire retardant type stuff like that. Since it landed in the water there, just like going, okay, get the flames out, please. And they kind of showed that a little bit before it faded out. He knows. He knows. Like to see you. Yeah. Everything I said is true. He knows. Yeah, tell him, Paul. Go on, do it. Yeah, tell him what, Victor? Yeah, the girl you murdered. No, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. I'll make you tell me, Paul. You must tell the Paul. Nothing I can do for him now. And there he goes to the guillotine, or so you think. Now, they did a few more Frankenstein films with Peter Cushing playing the part, like a lot of Hammer films. But like I say, there's a lot of Frankenstein films in Hammer. There's a lot of Dracula films in Hammer. There's a few Mummy films in Hammer, of course. A little bit of everything. It's a wide genre of a British Hammer greatness, as you can say with these films. See the thing going up, the blade going down. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's The Curse of Frankenstein, 1957, directed by the great Terence Fisher, the legendary Peter Cushing, and both sirs, Sir Peter Cushing and Sir Christopher Lee. Thank you for ever drop by and watch this if you could. Check out the replay. I would highly appreciate it. And if I've introduced any of you all to the first time to this great genre of horror that's Hammer, then I'm very more than happy to do it. I am Chris C. I am the Slasher Nerd. Expect future witching hours and future lives, future videos, what have you. Thank you again all for showing up tonight. I really appreciate it. It's always cool. I know it's kind of late and stuff like that, and it is Friday. You all enjoy the weekend, everybody. And as my boy Pug says, I'll see you all in Disneyland and stuff like that. Enjoy Hammer. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see you all next time.